What's up, guys? It's Rey-Jay back with another video. And in this one, I want to break down some very key levels on Tesla SPY in the markets. Just know that I'm not a financial planner, so take nothing I'm saying as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out my Moomoo link. If you deposit $100, you're guaranteed 5 free stocks. If you deposit $2,000, you're guaranteed 30 in total. And the offer ends very soon at the end of March. So, as far as the market's going, let's talk about a very key level. The inflationary expectations report came out, and this was technically below expectations. But as far as the market goes, we're watching a key level. So if I go to the daily time frame on SPY, you guys can quite clearly see that we're at a very big level right here. Basically, I could draw a line here. Hopefully, you guys could see this. See where my cursor is? We have this line around this 564-ish area. That is where we had this cup and handle. So if you actually zoom into this chart, we had this cup and handle here, and the resistance on SPY was around that 564 area. So that's going to be our key support. We need to see, excuse me, SPY hold 564 to see any sort of bounce. If that ends up breaking, if we end up holding 564 and we bounce, we're looking for a pushback up to 569 or above. If we don't hold 564, then this is going to continue to dump even lower, closer to 560 than 555, which is where we had this previous support down here. And then below that, we have 540 coming. So honestly, guys, this is like a big level for SPY. We want to see this thing hold or close above 564. If we achieve that, we're looking for a rebound attempt for the 200 EMA near 569. If we lose 564, we could be dumping a lot more and see a lot more downside. So give this the time it needs. We will see how this ends up developing. I'm not here to say it's going to bounce, it's going to dump right now. I just want to be following the price action. We dipped even more, but there is still some hope for that bounce. It's a possibility if we hold 564, and that's what we have to do. If we don't, it's going to be a bad sign, in all honesty. So if we don't hold it, we could be dumping a lot more, and it's going to be a bad sign. There is a bullish divergence that's attempting to develop on SPY, but there's no sign of any kind of bounce yet. And we want to see it first off hold 564, then eventually get back above 576 for this thing to try to rebound. We'll see if that happens or not. So I'll be watching this level very closely. So please keep that in mind. Otherwise, we still remain on a downtrend. So far, SPY's been on a downtrend. We've been making lower highs and lower lows. We're at a big support, so we have to see if it bounces here or not. So be very patient, and I want to be unbiased when I say that. On the QQQ, it's dumping as well. We're at 478. We have lost a lot of support on this. It's dumped really hard. I think it's down quite a bit so far. Now, the issue is that with this downside move, we have to see if this gets any kind of reversal. This is looking a lot weaker than SPY. There's no sign of that yet. I'm watching that 475 area to see, but like I said before, we're still bearish. This is still looking a lot weaker than SPY. We're making lower highs and lower lows. Let us see if we can hold near this 475 area. If that does hold, there could be an attempt to bounce. If not, it's going to be looking pretty bad. So keep that in mind, guys. The QQQ is looking weak. The triple Q is showing weakness, so we'll have to give this at least some time. On the Russell 2000, we've dumped quite a bit. We're looking for that 202 to 200 area, which is what I was talking about. We touched 202, but we weren't able to see it break through that. So it's barely holding support for now. I would like to see this reclaim like 206 to rebound, but give it some time just to be safe. On ES, we are also making lower highs and lower lows, continuing to look relatively weak. However, we're looking for 5650 as our main support to see if that holds or not. We're very close to that area. If that doesn't hold, I could be looking for 5625 next. So we'll see if 5650 holds. If it does, we could attempt to get back up above 5700. But for now, we remain a bit more bearish. NQ is making lower highs. We have a bullish divergence, but there's no sign of a bounce. We watch to see if 19,500 holds. If it doesn't hold, we could be tipping to about 19,250. Watch 19,500. Let's see if we hold that support. If it does, we could be trying to get back up to 20,000. That's a very critical support. On Bitcoin, we have 80,000. If that fails us, we're looking for 77,000. We're barely holding 80,000 for now. So watch those two supports to see if we rebound off any of those levels. You want to see it reclaim like 85,000 to bounce. Otherwise, it still looks bearish. Nvidia is bearish. We're making lower highs and lower lows. I want to see this hold 105 though. If 105 holds, we could attempt to get back above 114. If it doesn't hold 105, we could be dumping to about 102, then eventually 100 flat. I think it's a very psychological support. So watch and see 105. Does it hold or not? Looking at Tesla, we're making lower highs and lower lows. We have support between 237 and 240. If that holds, this could attempt some kind of temporary rebound. If we lose 237, we're looking for a dump. Then we would basically be looking for essentially 231 to eventually that gap fill to about 218. But watch 237 to 240. Does Tesla hold that and try to bounce a little bit, or does it continue to fall? We'll have to wait and see. I'm watching these levels just to be safe as the market remains weak. So watch and see if we can break past 237 to turn even more bearish. We're already down like 8% for the day, so it's already down quite a bit. So that does not necessarily change how it's going to end up moving. Coin looks pretty weak. We need to see if this could reclaim 200 or not. Our main support's around this 191-ish area. If it does break past 204, we have this gap to fill. So watch 200 to see if that holds or not and give this the time it needs. For Amazon, we've been making lower highs and lower lows. We're watching to see how this is going to be reacting to this support down here. We held 191. We need to see if 190 holds. If it does hold, I could be looking for an attempt to get back up to 200 on Amazon. Still weak nonetheless, though. Meta's seen some buyers defending it near this support over here. So it's making these, it's kind of like testing these lows right here around this like 589 area. If that holds, we could be looking for an attempt to get back up to 600. If we lose 589 though to 588, we could be looking for a dump for 575. So watch that level very, very closely. On Microsoft, we're making lower highs and lower lows. You want to see this try to reclaim around at least 386 to rebound. It's still looking very weak though. Watch 379 to see if that holds. If not, we could be dipping to 375. Google is barely holding 168. If that doesn't hold us, we could be dipping to about 165. So watch those levels. If we break past 168, or sorry, not 168, 170 basically. If we break 170, then yes, this could try to get back up to like 173.5, but it still looks bearish to me. The VIX is looking bullish, which is a bad sign for the markets. So for now, the market is bearish. We're still making new lows. We're very, very weak on SPY and the others, but we're going to be watching this 564 area. Can we reclaim this and see any kind of attempt to bounce from there? Or do we fail at 564 and continue to remain bearish? In all honesty, the price action is weak. We're still on a downtrend right now. We'll see if we can hold 564 or not as time goes on, but just be very, very patient with this. For now, we are looking like the trend is bearish, making lower highs and lower lows on the QQQ and SPY. So we're just going to follow the trend and remain very, very unbiased from here on out. I thank you all so much for listening. Please have a good rest of your day. The market remains bearish. The bears have a bigger edge for now, but if we hold some key supports, there could be some hope for a bounce. It still is there, guys. As crazy as this may sound, it still is there. This is our last main level. If 564 breaks on SPY, if we close below that, it's going to be a bad sign. So watch to see if we close above this or not. If we don't, it's a bad sign. We're going to continue to remain bearish. The bears have the edge, but we will see if this ends up lasting as time goes on. Thank you for listening, guys. Follow the price action, and I'll see you guys very soon on the next one. Thank you for listening, and peace out.